What is up, Z-Day Squad? Zay back with another video. Gonna be reacting to some weird, creepy stories, but surprisingly true. I know my hair a little dusty right now, but it's gonna be like that until I finish with the movie, okay? I'm usually more presentable than this. But yeah, we about to watch some creepy stories. It's fun watching, it's interesting watching some creepy, interesting, scary stories, but it's a whole different story when they're true. It's unsettling, very chilling. So, besides all that, let's get into this video.
Videos that seem innocent but have a terrifying backstory. Part 10.
You heard,
Professional wrestler Owen Hart, known as the Blue Blazer, was infamous for flying into the ring on a rope attached to the ceiling. Unfortunately, at the championship match in 1999, the rope unlatched.
That ain't suck. I'm a huge wrestling fan,
79 feet to his death. In 2015, 79-year-old Tamara Samsonova was moved.
Okay, I didn't realize this is gonna be quick pace. This is quick pace. I don't know why, but it's gonna be quick pace. But yeah. So try to keep up.
Out of her friend Valentina's house, but before leaving, she murdered Valentina with a hacksaw. Tamara then cooked her head and lungs for dinner, which are in the pot that she's holding in the video. Days later, Tamara was found at the same house and admitted to murdering and eating.
Here's my thing. How can you kill somebody and then along with that get hungry in the process at the same time? How? How is that normal? You kill somebody, you get hungry, I'm gonna eat them too. Well, I already killed them, I might as well eat them as well, you know what I'm saying? Shoot. It'll save me some money from stopping by McDonald's on the way home. Who thinks like that? That is weird. Oh my gosh. I know one thing. I know there's cannibals out there, but for me, I know if I was to, not to say I would, if I was to kill somebody, I would not want to eat them afterwards. I want to get rid of the body. But hey, eating them does get away with the rid of the body, you know what I'm saying? Since you digest it, that is a way. I'm not getting the ideas, but that is different though. Yeah.
14 people. In the following video, California officer Craig Allen Pierre is talking to a BBC reporter about the dangers of getting into people's cars on the highway. Ironically, Craig was later found guilty for the murder and sexual assault of Cara Knott and other women who he'd pulled over on the highway in an effort to get a date.
Has the man with the upside-down face appeared in any of your photos? This creature
I hope not.
Was created by an artist named Trevor Henderson, and it's absolutely terrifying. He appears to be a man with a very large grin that has his head upside down. He is known to be drawn to tragic events because he loves
get more graphic.
People's sadness. So throughout history, he's actually been caught in the background of old photographs, but only tragic ones like car accidents, train crashes, stuff like that. Here he is in a photograph of a car accident in 1950.
That looks freaking Photoshop.
Appears to be a similar case. He's inside the car smiling directly at the photographer. And the third photo, another car accident. So this seems to be his favorite type of incident to be around.
Looks fake.
Here he is in the background of a New Year's Eve party in 1943. The night that photo was taken, a man passed away, and that's why he was there. And there he is in the background of a disastrous train accident in 1951. So if you've ever taken a photo during a tragic time of your life, maybe go back and look at it, because he might be there.
What is the creepiest unexplained thing you have ever come across on the internet? I was 12, alone in my room, casually browsing YouTube on my old laptop, when suddenly a jump scare opens from a completely different tab on Chrome. I still remember my webcam's light blinking. I was so terrified that I wasn't able to use my laptop alone for a good 6 to 7 months.
I always take mine up.
I had some
I don't play no games.
website to visit to enter to win some prize or something. I don't remember the specifics. Anyway, when I entered that site into my computer, it didn't take me to some kid-friendly site or anything. It took me to a blank white page with just the text, "We have been watching you."
That's why I ate some Toast Crunch.
An app that took photos of everyone that came to his house. He got loads in a row, often way after midnight, but no one was in the photos. Then suddenly, in one of the photos, he saw this thing. Once while I was playing some random game on my PC, my speakers cut out for a second, and I heard a loud typing sound, like if someone had a mic next to a keyboard. Two women started talking and laughing really loud, and then the sound went back to normal.
I am so much happier now that I'm dead. Oh, wow.
So the 40-year-old Tamla Horsford went to a friend's sleepover party, but she never made it back home. She was found dead the next morning. The other attendees claimed that she died after a fall while she was drunk.
She gotta be black.
And the injuries were consistent with a fall. But the question is, how did she went unnoticed until the next morning? And the attorney of her family claimed that Horsford appeared to have been involved in a struggle before her death. So like her husband said, none of the stories make sense so far. And when that happens, usually there is a reason.
This is why you should always save your videos on Snapchat. In a small town in Indiana, Abigail Williams and Liberty German were taking a small hike in the woods. The town the two grew up in was very small, so not much really happened. The two walked the trails as they always would, admiring the trees and having small
Too much
conversation.
feedback.
They knew Liberty's grandfather would soon pick them up, so they tried not to wander too far. 30 minutes later, Liberty's grandfather arrived at the location, but the girls were nowhere to be found. Panic began to set in because the girls were officially reported missing to the police. Police searched the trails for hours, but nothing turned up. That was until the next morning when both of the girls' lifeless bodies were found inside of a ditch. Detectives turned to social media to see if they could find anything, and what you're about to hear will give you chills.
I wanna hear
One
it.
video they found was Liberty recording a man following them because the two felt uncomfortable. And the audio of the video is even more disturbing.
I don't want to hear it.
Take a listen. To this day, this man has never been identified, and this murder is unsolved. However, if it wasn't for these girls being brave enough to record this man, this case may have not had any clues at all. Make sure to like and follow, and I will see you guys tomorrow with a brand new video.
These are murders that you wish you never knew about, part 1. This is the boy in the box. And after 60 years, the mystery of the boy in the box is still unsolved. In 1957, on a chilly day in February, a young hunter was checking his traps in the woods when he came across a cardboard box lying in the woods. Inside was the dead body of a young boy who was stripped naked and completely mutilated.
Why?
The young hunter was too scared to go and tell anybody, so the boy in the box's dead body laid there for a couple more days just rotting, until a braver soul found the body and contacted the police. The boy in the box was somewhere between
It's
3
probably
and
black.
7
It was
years
like,
old.
I'm gonna mind my
He
business.
was
I ain't seen
small,
nothing.
malnourished, and unkept.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And his body was
This is
covered with
serious. This is serious.
scars
I need to be
and
serious.
a lot of bruises. To this day, nobody knows who did this, and I don't think we ever will.
Juicing to horror stories. As I watch her roll peacefully over in her sleep, I smile and think how lucky I am to know what true love feels like. It may look like an accident to others, but I know she leaves that tiny crack in the blinds of her window just for me. As I drag my mangled, bloody body up the steps, I notice the serene beauty of the sunrise from the bridge. No matter, I must make sure I land on my head this time. The doctor hid his face in his hands, now crying, as screams filled the hospital that truly didn't have any more room. Humans, no matter how injured, old, or sick, just wouldn't die anymore. Mommy always screams when I show up inside the house soaking wet. She keeps telling me she didn't want me to die, but I know she heard me cry for help when I was drowning in our pool. Mom always said she wanted to die before her kids. As the doctor read my diagnosis, I realized I would have to grant her wish myself.
Some dark stuff. But I like the Reddit stories, but the Reddit stories can go over here sometimes.
So Joey Metheny was on a quest to find his runaway wife.
I like how these pictures get worse and worse as you look at them.
And dismembered homeless people and prostitutes while on his way to find his wife. But the way he disposed the bodies was truly horrific. Instead of hiding them, he was bringing them back home. Then he would chop them, mix them with pork, and turn them into little burgers. He then opened up a barbecue stand
people eating
and served
people?
those burgers to his customers.
You have
And
options.
no one ever noticed.
Options. Well, that's all I have for you guys today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Let me know if y'all want to watch, see me react to more creepy stories, because I want to watch them together, because at the end of the day, you know, I'm in here watching by myself, you know what I mean? So I don't want to watch them alone. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Seriously, if y'all want some videos for me to react to, send them my way, my link or whatever, through my IG, Facebook, or whatnot. Just comment, or even send a link for me to use for on the comment section of the video. But yeah, most importantly of all this, tell your friends. Whoop.
Tell your friends.